Alright guys, I wanted to talk really briefly about the ammo shortage. It's actually gotten really bad. And for those of you that are, maybe not aware of how bad it is, I got to draw your attention to just a couple of examples I have here out on the table. As you can see, I tried to just get a little assortment of ammo here on the table to talk about it really briefly. Right here, this box right here, this is just 9mm. And I gotta be honest, I thought 9mm would not, get sold out. I figured this would last because it's one of the most popular calibers. Everybody uses it, police departments, civilians. I figured really this would be, safe, but it's not. I went to my local Walmart, I went to my local Dick's Sporting Goods, Sports Authority, my local gun shops. Nobody has 9mm. I'm very surprised. I'm actually very concerned. I go to the range pretty often with my friends. We go target shooting. We have a good weekend at the range. But it's something that I'm not going to be doing right now because, to be quite honest, I don't have enough ammo that if I exhaust it all, I'm not going to be able to replenish it. I don't know how long this is going to take. I've gone online to websites like Cabela's. I'm going to take this for example right here. This is $45.70. This is the only box I have, and I've been trying to get this now for months. I got that at Cabela's online, and it's back ordered until February. I only have one box, so I can't shoot it because I may not be able to replace it. And right here, this is for you guys that don't know, this is a $45.70 round. That box is pretty expensive. That's almost $40 a box, but I can't get more. That is all I have. Next, right here, this is 223, and again, for those of you that don't know, this is what 223 looks like. That is impossible to get, and not only is it impossible to get online in the stores, but the one place that I was able to find it was cheaper than dirt. And I gotta be honest, I have lost so much respect for cheaper than dirt because of the price gouging. This is PMC. This box usually costs about $8, $9, give or take, depends where you buy it. But as an example, cheaper than dirt was selling Lake City, a box just like that, 20 rounds. Typically it goes for about $7, $8. They list that as out of stock on the website, but they have another Lake City which is identical, the same model, make, everything, and it's now going for, I think it was $25 or $35 for a box. So really what they did was they said, nope, the $7 box is no more, now we've got the $35 box, or whatever it was. That's really wrong. That is price gouging. What I really think should happen is just sell it for the regular price. When you run out, you run out, but don't gouge people, because these are honest people that are sportsmen, target shooters, competitive shooters, and you're getting burned for no reason. Very hard to get 223. I cannot find it anywhere. With that being said, I am not shooting any 223 until I'm confident that I'd be able to replenish what I use at the range. This is very difficult. Next up is shotgun. Shotgun really is still available for the most part. I've not really seen any shortages on shotgun shells. Maybe 00 buckshot. I go trap shooting, so I don't use 00 buckshot to go trap shooting. So that so far is okay, although I gotta be honest, I'm starting to get worried about that as well. I might go to my local sporting goods store and buy a couple more boxes just out of fear that when everything else runs out, people might try to buy all the shotgun ammo. I'm not saying run out and hoard ammo, because that is part of the problem, but things are really tough right now. Again, for example, these are 9mm right here, almost impossible to get. I've gone on every website I can think of that I've always ordered ammo from. I can't get anything. So with that being said, I'm curious to know from you guys, is ammo shortages affecting you in your area? Obviously I know this video is watched across the country, so what's difficult for me to get where I live might not be where somebody else lives, but I think it is pretty much nationwide, very difficult to get ammo right now. All sorts of calibers. I went to my local gun store and they had nothing. I think they had 38 special. That was it, and some shotgun shells. They had nothing else. And I am a little concerned because if you look on some of the websites like Midway or Cabela's or some of your major websites, forget cheaper than dirt because I'm very disappointed in them. But if you check out some of those websites, they're back ordered for months. I'm talking February, March, April. Some websites just tell you flat out, we don't know when we're going to get any more. It's back ordered and you can't order it. So with that being said, my recommendation is if you find anything at a reasonable price, buy some, because I don't know when you're going to be able to get it again. And if anybody knows, a website that actually sells 4570, please leave a comment. I'd be, very interested to know, because I can only get one box. I can't find it anywhere else. I hope you guys found this video helpful. And again, ammo is getting very, very, very difficult to find. So I suggest that you just kind of maybe hold on to right now until some of this, craziness dies down. Once, this dies down, once the whole, regulations and rules, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But once it dies down, maybe we'll be able to get some more ammo and enjoy our sport. It'd be like a golfer saying, oh, I can't get golf balls or golf tees, so I can't play golf anymore. A hockey player saying, I can't get hockey pucks. For those of you that this is a sport, like myself, it's very frustrating because you can't get the tools necessary to participate in your sport. I obviously can't go trap shooting, target shooting, whatnot if I can't get ammo. So again, that's my take on the situation. I'd be interested to know what the situation's like where you guys live. Thanks for watching.